Welcome everyone to MadMax. Today I'm going to tell you everything that you need to know about this game. So first of all, MadMax is an open world action game developed by Avalanche Studio, the same studio behind the Just Cause series. They've gone from like a handful of people to around about 200 staff in New York. Anyway, let's jump into the gameplay. So what you need to know is that Max is constantly trying to upgrade his Magnum Opus, which is the name given to his car. Along with that, he also has a companion, and both together are trying to build the most epic war machine, but just survive in general. Now, throughout the development of the game, and very unfamiliar to fans of Just Cause, is the world design. It's a complete barren, scarce wasteland, but still beautiful in its own way. The concept of the whole world is to be its own character within the game. Now, if you've been a fan of Mad Max, especially the original movie featuring Mel Gibson. But anyway, if you are a fan of Mad Max, then you are going to feel really familiar, a little bit of nostalgia when it comes to the world. It really is fantastically designed. The engines are beautiful. Now, one of the most unique things about Mad Max would have to be the combat system. It seems quite heavily split between two very strong elements. Number one is the type of general combat you would see in any game. Arkham Knight, Witcher 3, hand-to-hand combat with guns, harpoons, lots of different crazy stuff as well. But there is a massive emphasis on combat within your car, the Magnum Opus. Now, throughout your time playing Mad Max, you can actually upgrade your car with lots of different features, including defense, extra speed, and weaponry. Now, this is quite interesting because a majority of the combat is done in a vehicle, so it almost changes the whole genre of the game in its own weird way. Now, keep in mind that throughout this barren world that they've created here, there are warlords that control certain areas. I really like the idea that there is no law in the game, there's no currency, and what I mean by law is like law and order, law enforcement, that kind of stuff, not laws in the storyline. There's actually quite a heavy law behind it. But anyway, back to it. There's actually no law in the game. So while you're running through, you're trying to constantly take out warlords who have massive strongholds and resources that both rape and kill anyone who tries to come near them. It's basically a free-for-all apocalyptic, come near me, I'm going to steal everything you got. Now, the strongest part about Mad Max that really does not only complement the world, but the original films as well, would have to be the survival elements of this game. It really is a survival title. You need food, water, ammo, scrap metal, everything that you can get your hands on, and it's going to be very scarce within the game as well. So you have to pick up everything that you get and be very, very lenient with the way that you use your ammo. In other words, you can't just run in and blow everything away. Now, I think one of the really cool things that Mad Max is doing is that they're keeping true to the gore, R-rated, hectic world element. We've got cutscenes of Max eating dog food, eating maggots inside dead bodies, type of thing that you would think would happen in an actual apocalypse. Now let's jump into some of the really cool stuff. The hand-to-hand combat is actually well designed. With well-timed attacks and parries, the game actually rewards you with a fury system. And what happens is once you get enough fury, Mad Max goes well mad, and you get a ton of awesome combos, and your combat strength goes through the roof. That's the term for really good. Now, overall, my opinion about this is that I really hope that the game does focus a little more on combat from what I've seen so far. Hand-to-hand combat, not within the car. Although I do respect the fact that they have stayed true to the film, because most of the combat is done in vehicles as well. So I do like that they did stay true to that. Overall, this game I usually wouldn't be that interested in, and it does look like it is a little bit samey. But in saying that, there's a weird charm to this game that I want to explore. The whole world design is just amazing to me. The main character, being an Australian voice actor as well, is really cool. I can relate to that.
And smoky.
And that's where I come in, huh?
No.
And who the hell doesn't want to be Mad Max for a short period of time? If you're a kid and you grew up watching this film, it was always really, really cool. So the idea of actually playing it is even better. This game will definitely find its place amongst fans of Just Cause who are looking for something a little bit more darker, a little bit more heavier and survivalistic. Anyway, friends, this game popped up a week ago for pre-order on Steam. It'll be officially released on September the 1st on Xbox, PS4, and of course, the PC. I may check this one out. We'll just wait and see.